Hey everyone, I'm Cerulean Canine. It's time for some Cerulean Crescent. Previously, Ellerie's ship got blasted by meteors. We also had a run-in with the main form of organized religion in the setting, the sect of Ellis. And we picked up Oriana's family, her mother, her brother, and her daughter. And then the ship blasting happened. And then we had to go through the forest to hide from the Saltthorn adventuring company, who seemed to want to prevent us from reaching the workshop for undisclosed reasons. So yeah, we had to cut through the forest, we helped some villagers escape the Green Tide, and we took a portal to Enon, created by Lindros' master, who happened to be in the area for some reason. And Ellerie is seriously considering abandoning the mission. Dear Mother, remember when I used to tell you that I would become a noble in my own name? That I would one day have my own lands that would spite those who spat on us? All that rings hollow as I sit inebriated in some frontier inn, my first-growing letter of my future in pieces. Did a house of parents laugh over the dinner table about the bastard who got someone her status deserves? I am filled with bitterness at the thought of your daughter, Ellerie. Taking us by complete surprise. Are you sure about this? It wasn't something I decided this morning. This whole expedition is a sinking ship. Especially because we found out that the workshop is very unlikely to contain any weapons that will help Ellerie get her revenge. So this is kind of a pointless endeavor for her. And I can't keep it afloat. My budget is running drier with each loss. There's no need to assume the worst are a few minor setbacks. How can you be disheartened so easily? Where is your courage? We lost most of our gold, made enemies of the sect, and got ambushed by the Saltthorn, losing our vessel. These aren't minor setbacks. I would even dare say they are major setbacks. You're the one who told us about Oriana looking for a cure for her kid. Are you leaving things halfway? It's not like you two are here out of the goodness of your heart. I've already settled a major part of your debt for you, Morella. You can solve the rest some way that doesn't involve some deadly ruin. And Lindros, I know your obsession with the precursor civilization, which matters more than someone we just met. Now, maybe be. Damn it. She wasn't incorrect, but no need to be so rude about it. I studied 11 years for this chance, and it's all going to waste. Had a drink. Workshop and Crow doesn't fly away. Oh, it won't fly away, but I do wonder, where have the Saltthorn disappeared off to? It only takes a few scoundrels like them to ruin precious knowledge lost for centuries. I take it you two couldn't convince her? We didn't stand a chance. Surely you have to convince her otherwise. She'll listen to you, right? My words aren't worth much, but I'm gonna try. Drinking at midday, Captain? I don't drink. Just going through emotions to harness that feeling. You're also here to convince me? Yeah. Let's hear it. What's the move after going back to the mainland now your funds are dry? I'm sure there's plenty of supporters of the princess and enemies of the usurper left. I'll just have to link them together and build back up. Make things a step at a time. In other words, you don't have much of a plan. Not exactly much I can plan around. It seems to me we have more of a direction here on the Crescent than we turn. Let those who want your head for dead you can appear when they least expect it. I can't waste my time here while our foes celebrate over the princess's corpse. The tower said that the workshop does not have weapons of war. A red herring. Even if we don't find whatever deadly artifact you want to for vengeance, we make a lot of gold from this. I probably guess let's do a better spot and go to the mainland with nothing. This is all resting on the assumption we don't die horrible deaths on the Crescent. We run into plenty of dangers. Looking at the other way, we survive horror monsters, the sect, and one of the Crescent's biggest adventuring companies. What can't we handle? For a brief second, we fooled him. Is this for my benefit, or is your soft heart looking out for someone? Why can it not be both? But at the end of the day, it's still your choice to make. Damn it, Vince. Should I stay? If you say no... So we left. I guess Vince wasn't able to convince her. Looks like I'm heading back to my master earlier than expected. I'm gonna go get a train. Finish up the... Can't see a thing, as he still have not fixed my lights. Okay, where was I? And yes, I do have my box fan on. The weather here is remarkably warm for March, I gotta say. Really a damn shame. Are we getting home after this? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll lock you up. I'm sure Master doesn't need me to be here. It's not like it's going to be a deadly fight, just a comfortable family to me. Prefer a deadly fight? Yeah, you got me. It's a shame about Oriana and the kid. How much else we did. That whole thing was a long shot. They weren't sure what's even in the workshop. Maybe they'll find another way. I hope so. And yeah, we get an actual ending out of that. 57 turns. Undeterred by the dangers that awaited, Oriana continued the expedition to the workshop for her daughter. Determination can only carry one so far. She met her end against the workshop's deadly denizens. The Tower. Tower pushed himself to his limits to make up for their lack of numbers. He made his final stand at the against the salt spawn at the gates of the workshop, buying enough time for the rest to enter. He would never know it was futile. Pomelo returned to his home on the lake. He found himself at the forefront of the Crescent Civil War. Pomelo would become respected again amongst the lakefolk from his efforts to help his clan. But his inventions never caught on. Lindros, star pupil. Lindros traveled to his master's new abode on the Crescent. What dark experiments might be performed behind those closed doors were the talk of many, though Lindros himself wouldn't be seen again. Mintz, rebel chef. Mintz returned with Ellerie back to the mainland and remained her staunchest supporter in the ensuing rebellion. He would quickly become a prime target for Royalist forces, and was found dead tasting his stew, which had been poisoned. Gale Force Gecko. Gecko made her name in the Green Tide, surviving countless dangers through luck and grit. She became a famed adventurer. Not content with just the Crescent, Gecko set out for distant lands and created a new tale. Riker, Reckless Rider. Riker's courage found him great fame in the war against the Green Tide, but his recklessness would never be tempered. During the peak of his fame, he led a foolhardy expedition deeper into the Crescent, from which only his horse returned. Raylan, Furtive Flyer. After making an adventurous fortune, Raylan knew it was time to quit this deadly profession. He bought a nice farm on the Crescent. The new Civil War led to her early demise as she defended her home against marauders. Yvette, the Battle Hungry. Not knowing the definition of a losing battle, Yvette joined Oriana's ill-fated expedition. She was the first to fall, being run down by Saltzman cavalry. To Yvette, going out in a blaze of glory wasn't a bad way to go. Telon, the fool. Telon continued on his aimless adventure for self-betterment, challenging any who he deemed to be a worthy opponent. He made many enemies, and the quick ambush led to his body being dumped in the sea. Chalice, hardy healer. Unable to convince Telon to return, Chalice became one of Irene's most respected healers. She would be critical to Irene's survival during the Crescent Civil War, saving many and rising in the ranks of Irene's forces. Vermilion, Faceless Hunter. His bloodlust not yet satiated, Vermilion hunted victims indiscriminately on the Crescent. Tales of the faceless killer soon spread, and many a bounty was placed, but none could find any trace of him. Eosoph, second best. One of the few crews that would accept that god. Eosoph returned to the wild. He tried many a time to make peaceful contact with the humans. Their efforts proved successful, and they were known as a protector of the people. Marlowe, Dutiful Winkle. For what was perhaps the first time in his life, Marlowe took his duties seriously. It was also for the last time, as he was killed in action shielding Crinia against the Saltzman. He regretted not being able to do it more. Rohesia, the Head Taker. Rohesia was the sole surviving member of her family, left for dead at the gates of the workshop. She embarked on a bloody crusade against the Saltzman. It was a major factor in her eventual fall from power. Crinia, the Ellerie. The loss of her family proved to be too much for her, and her illness entered its final stage. A terrifying beast emerged from the workshop, laying waste to the Crescent and taking hundreds of lives before her inevitable fall. Wily Whipjack. Whipjack was a survivor. He lived through the Green Tide, the Crescent Civil War, and the invasion of House Harrow as a simple vagabond. To this day, he lives on the road, making himself seem a bigger deal than he is, with little success. Francisco, the successful. Francisco joined Frosthaven's mercenary forces during the Crescent Civil War, where she eventually rose to the rank of captain. However, work became too dangerous, and she took her hard-earned wealth and fled. Asiel, Unfulfilled Chosen. Asiel took a few jobs here and there, but very few took her wild claims seriously. While some of her exploits added to her credibility, it also attracted attention from the sect, who had her burned for heresy. Ellerie, former captain. Ellerie returned to the mainland to exact her vengeance, inciting rebellion in the name of the late princess. This found some success, but ultimately she was outmatched by Royalist forces. Probably ahead. So yeah. Only a couple of the crew made it out of that okay. And ultimately this is Ellerie's story, not Gecko's. So let's see what happens. Should I stay? How'd it go? Any luck? She says she'll think about it. No one heard of it. She's already convinced. That's fantastic. I suppose she just needs a more familiar voice. Forgive me, but I'm surprised you'd be willing to convince her of such. Surely it's in her best interest to abandon a non-existent ship. If I can convince her to not return and sign her own death warrant, this is the safer alternative. A good captain must have some formidable foes for such a reaction. Could it be one of the great noble causes, or perhaps even the crown? There's no other force on the mainland with such reach. I suppose there's not much use keeping a secret in. It's both. At her age, did she spit on the king or something? In a sense, yes. You must have heard of the mainland succession crisis. Ellerie happened to be one of the more vocal ladies of the losing side. That's pretty tame. I half expected you to say she was the dumb princess. You read too many stories. You see why she would come here. There's no shortage of exiles. Well, traitor to the crown or not my problem. This ain't the mainland. Shouldn't need saying, but keep this on the back. Yeah. Seal as a step. Doesn't seem like there's much point in these parts, but sure. Alright, let's see what we got. If the vet can't use breaking point yet, there's no point keeping it on her. Ooh, Mince needs a new bow. I would prefer to have a new iron. I would prefer to have a new iron bow. Or I could take a short. Yeah, let's take the short bow. Yep, this works. Okay. Alright. Let me recall what there is to do here. Yeah, okay. Well, let's explore Enon. Ulak, the Archsage. That's some cool stuff. The senior researcher of Oak Hall, Lindros' teacher, 4-time winner of the Arcane Research Prize, etc. They tend to have magical powers. Yes, the beard is essential. All magic. Although he's not very good with light and dark. Chickens, we got some saltsorn and salt elite. Got these guys over on the docks. Mission. Civilian. These two. And there's our arrival spot. Okay. Let's explore. Ah, bugger. You know what? I should compile a shopping list before I commit to... No. Yeah, I need to figure out what exactly I need in terms of weapons. Let's see here. This has a short bow, right? Okay, Ellerie's weapons looking good. Oriana's weapons also looking good. Pomelo, yeah, I'd say it's looking pretty good. Mince definitely needs a new bow, but he has a short bow for that. Yvette is fine. Chalice is fine for now. Talon, he could probably use a new lance. Rahija's fine. Marla's fine. Krinia, not going to be using for much longer. Francisca's fine. Okay. So... Who did I say? Talon? Yeah, we have a backup ambulance for him. Okay. Here, I'll take this iron sword off of Ellerie. I think everybody else is fine. Okay, so we don't actually need to buy any new weapons. Let's get talking. So I said, that's because I'm the best around, and made its head go pop. Interesting tale. One more question, my friend. What does it mean for you to be the best? You seem to have come up quite frequently. Since I've had a working memory, I was something utterly superior to the rest of the one-eyed dullards. It's a very lonely existence. That is what it means to be the best. Learn and perfect one other's language. I fully understand how it feels to be thought above the rest. Damn, I'm used to hearing that. You say something. Just muttering to myself. What is your plan that now you are no longer the best? I don't know. The original plan was to retake my title as the best, but it doesn't feel as important. It feels good to have people like you to listen to what I have to say. You're an interesting fellow. This was an enlightening conversation. There's some villagers coming this way. You should make yourself scarce. It's getting really annoying having to do this. Let us talk again sometime. Fascinating. I had my doubts about your letters, but this is beyond expectation. Now you see why I'm so excited. Capable of reasoning and speech, it defies all our research up to now. Yet it has seen little human interaction. Could it possibly have mastered speech just from observing human behavior from the ancient scriptures? There has to be something else to it. Fine specimen indeed. Keep an eye on it. This isn't an opportunity to get waste. Of course, Master. My father's a wealthy merchant. He'll reward you handsomely if you to bring me south. I've told you already, I don't run errands without payment up front. Please, I have a sickly wife and 7 children. They need me. Don't come any closer. My wyvern is getting agitated, probably from the smell. Calling over empathy. I will look elsewhere. Are you still free for a job? You need to be escorted south? I can do that. It's not that. I've decided to still go north and you need some capable hands. Sheesh, I thought you were a smart woman for getting out before it's too late. I have repaid what I owe. This is a hard sell. Each crow will get an even split the treasure the workshop has to offer. I've heard the rumors that for all I know it could just be a pile of rubble. Final offer, I'll triple your down payment on top of what I originally offered. As long as you don't expect me to stick around for payment if things go south. If things go south, I don't think I'll be alive to pay anything. That's a deal? That's a deal. I need to start charging more for my life. Can I get the same deal? You're a swordsman? What skills can you offer? I'm not just a swordsman, they call me the Azure Streak. Didn't you tell me you had a wife and 7 children to get back to? You simply must have misheard. I'm only paying Francisca that much because she has a wyvern. I can't give you the same rates. You that, dear? You're more valuable than I am. I don't even need a down payment, just even cut out the treasure. Nothing else will destabilize enemy morale with this stench. up. He won't make it back for me to have to pay him. Here's a typo. Fine, welcome to the Seahawks. Fame and glory, here I come! Halt, traveler, where are your travel certifications? Frontier Town needs travel certifications. It's his first time on duty, he just wanted to mess with me. Oi, don't sell me so quickly, I totally had her there. Is there anything you actually need? We do have some serious business. There are dangerous killers on the loose, a sea murder or something. Not sure how we're supposed to identify them, so we don't like portraits or detailed description to work off. I did not see any dangerous killers. I'm not sure what else I'm supposed to say. You're an idiot that started this. I was trying to cover for you. I had better things to be doing. How do you think of it? Did they say your leader had red hair? You think she's it? She looks like she'd barely snap a twig. Yeah, there's no way they would dare show their faces here. Villager. These are the last boats out. I'm not getting on with these assorted thieves. These damn merchants are profiting from this calamity. I'd rather take my chances with the green tide than pay those prices. Aren't the Saltsworn meant to be protecting us? Where are they? I'll be back soon. Have faith. I'd rather put my faith in them than me lose the safety of the faithful. Because the Saltsworn keep trying to push them out. You would be able to protect them and otherwise. I wouldn't bet my life on money-hungry adventurers or the shady faithful. When tough times come, one must take action themselves. You're defending a town? I didn't know you had it in you. No, I'm building a raft! Finest ballista! 2 for the price of 1, just 1,000 gold. I think the town would probably need it more of us coming. Well, the town also ain't paying me. These beauties could be yours. Not worth it. Questioning if this is yours to sell. Shut up! No one is gonna notice. Hold still! Just try it, you armored lump. Making a fool of me out of my kitchen? I'll feed where I please. My prized premium rice! It's just... you wait. What's got you worked up, young man? He's sweating a waterfall. He's trying to catch his damn chicken. I can help with that. Impossible! How can my legendary speed be matched by that of a human? You're in poor shape if you're not even as fast as this elderly woman. I'm carrying all this metal. No excuses. Excuses breed weakness. Alright, I'm out of shape. That's it for you, bud. Into the pot you go. Can't end like this. Time to use my secret technique. Look into my eye. Aren't I so helpless and adorable? Aw, look at this cute fella. Do we really need the extra morsel? Huzzah! Of course a weak-willed mortal would fall to my charms. Oh, come on, they're bred to be eaten. I feel like this one's more intelligent than us. Mine is probably fat and around. The granddaughter's a bit down. Maybe she can use a pet. Appreciate it, good chef. Don't forget to exercise more. Pet human may be worthy of my status. This isn't over. No one raids my kitchen and escapes unscathed. Watch your back, chicken. No way. Is that... how is she here? Who do you see? It's the red-haired captain. You have to be mistaken. Here? We should get moving before... is something wrong? I was pointing out to my pal how cool your weapon was. Yeah, I really appreciate looking at weapons. They're all pointy and stuff. Bad the eye patches don't deter you. What was that excuse looking at weapons? Look, excuses on the fly are hard. She brought it so it works out. Wait, don't you two look familiar? No, we never met before. No, we never met before. You sound really sure. Am I that distinctive? We're humble farmers who lived here our entire lives. We would have remembered if we met someone like you. We're pretty unremarkable. You must have mixed us up with someone else. You must have. In second inspection, you two do look like the farm type. Who are these people you're looking for? The pair of rascals have been following me. When I catch them, there will be pain. Ah, I hope we get to them soon. Sorry about that. I should be going. I think we should stay away from the Seahawks from now on. think? I thought she was actually going to draw on us. Hold on a minute. What is it? It would be a favor if you could notify me if you see a pair with your likeness. I'm going to mount their heads on my bow spring. Yeah, of course. Thank you. Let's get out of here. Great idea. Not like I could have done anything to them, but their expressions are worth it. I really should test her maintenance again at some point. It's been over a month. Okay. Let's see. Looks like that's everybody outside. Let's go into the inn. Corky's crew and Bulga's boys. Blaine, what are you doing here? Didn't we kill you? Gil Goldfist. Hold on! Just a really, really good sword. Magicals! And speed plus 15. Grandson of the legendary hero to save the Crescent. Nothing to do with him anyway. Well-dressed individual with a rich lineage and irritating superiority. It's Marth. Certain blow. Plus 10 hit when initiating battle. Yeah, this guy's a joke character. Plain and simple. Because it hurts. Alright, let's chat. With he's a fine trade, so he's actually quite old. Our field's ruined, our home's destroyed. Oh, God, save us! What do we do to deserve this? Good adventurer, surely be willing to part with coin to help those in need. Is that not what a hero would do? Usually 2,000 gold donation. Sure. That's what upstanding adventurers would do. And to calculate light your path, charitable adventurer. Sold word weapon could be yours. 4,000 gold. It's a ludicrous claim. You can't expect me to believe that. Here, take a look. Touching magic. This is the real deal. Oh, I saw your eyes light up. You know this is the real deal. I'm curious how you got your hands on this and why you're selling it. I need a bit of background to make sure. It's a family heirloom. My father perished in combat with this sword. As did my grandfather, as did my great. You get the idea. I'm not going to be next. This idiot's only selling this for 4,000 gold. He has no idea. You're probably thinking, this idiot's only selling this for 4,000 gold. He has no idea. Well, I need that damn gold now because I'm getting the first boat out of here, and those bloody sailors won't believe me about the sword and won't buy it. Well, 4,000 gold. I've got all day. Yes. I'll happily take that off your hands. You better be happy. You know how good of a deal you're getting. Got pull along! Yeah. It's a really good sword. It's probably going to go on Oriana once she masters swords. I can hardly believe my eyes. Thee, Marlowe, not drunk, not asleep, and taking to the battlefield? I had to pinch myself to be sure. Laugh it up, you two. What are the odds I meet two old friends here? Did the mainland not work out? Mainland is lame. You get arrested for bar brawls. It's utter horse crap. How'd your inventions go, Rapon? You haven't really talked about them. Maybe my hopes were too high, but it all went poorly. The artisans called my ideas too outlandish, too impractical. I the landboat won them over? I thought that was brilliant. Find any willing investors. The gold you guys forked over, I blew it. I'll make back the difference, I swear. I completely forgot about it. Come on, what's a bit of gold between buddies? You know, bring it up in this way, like, forget about it. That's way in the past. He's only saying that because I did. Hey, it's not like that gold was going to anything productive. Don't sweat it, pal. I'm glad to hear that. The whole endeavor was a disaster, but we made some friends. Like the stuck-up glasses fella. Surprised you two got so buddy-buddy. Didn't think your personalities matched. Hey, he's a great bloke once you get to know him. And he understands my ideas. We don't? Abandoning your old pals for a new love. How cruel. I keep all my friends in my heart, even if we've been separated for so long. Aw, that was sappy, but appreciated. What's everyone's plans? You're still heading north, Marlowe? Yep, family business. You have to be a good uncle, if nothing else. We got Mr. Responsibility over here. I'm coming, of course. I would talk you out of it, but knowing you, it's needless effort. Glad to have you. Count me in. I owe you guys, and Lindros is almost definitely coming too. The gang's been reassembled. If we all die, we die in good company. Damn right. Let's drink. To us! Hi, Blaine. Bye, Blaine. Hammer Helly, a blacksmith famed for making hammers and beating people to death with said hammers. Water Seal by F. Tazy. A war epic about a young noble reclaiming his homeland from an evil empire which might be controlled by a dark dragon. On his way, he will fight vicious villains like Dark Wizard 2, and what is the most iconic villain, Dark Wizard 3. I can't be here wasting my time. I have to The Dread Grimoire by You Are Lost. Imprinted upon the skin of tortured victims, this cursed tome draws in readers by feeding upon their fears. The very comprehension of his foul words open gateways summoning horrors from beyond the veil. Those who read these words may be driven into permanent madness or remembered mindless husks. Fortunately, the language which it is written is now utterly extinct. It's all squiggly lines. Why am I looking at this? It seems to get rather cold all of a sudden. Sapphire Shores by R.V. Ian. This is a place growth centered around a bureaucrat driven from reform. She forms her adventure crew and sails to unknown lands seeking both wealth and glory. Doesn't this seem eerily similar? Interested to see where this goes. Climax occurs at the destination of the expedition. The crew is locked into a hopeless battle against overwhelming odds. During this, the protagonist realizes that it is not what she seeks that matters, but the experiences along the way. As such, she fights to the end and dies fulfilled. What's fulfilling about being killed in the middle of nowhere over scraps? Do I have all that said about her motivations for coming here? Ah, what a terrible ending. Mysteries of the Crescent by I. Wright. Written by a famous adventurer, this book describes his travels to many of the Crescent's deadliest locations, including the workshop. This is exactly what we need. We'll just find it here. Perhaps fate has guided me. Introductory paragraphs of this chapter promise knowledge about the workshop's layout, defenders, and traps. Unfortunately, some spilled drink has rendered this particular chapter unreadable. I wish whoever did this could choke on their drink. Would you be the smith hammer Helly? Always have a silly title, but yes, I am the smith called Helly. Anything you need? I was hoping to have an expert take a look at a sword to see if it can be repaired. Unfortunately, I can't help you. It's shaped like a sword, but what's inside these ain't like any sword I've seen. Perhaps the legendary forges of the workshop may help you, but that's in your pipe dream. Forges of the workshop, you say? Shame I'm not set with it there. This blue flame is said to melt down any material, but a pointless suggestion. There may be something else I could do. The boredom of retirement has given me the inspiration to produce my next work. If you provide the materials, it's yours. I'm not sure what materials I can provide to local vendors can buy. This isn't the junk at your local laundry. No, this is something special. I need some rare materials unusual. Do you collect the materials? I'm all for it. What do you need? I would need rare ores at the minimum, as well as uncut gems, monocubes, and coffee. Miss one of the last 3 ingredients, and what I make won't be as good as it could. I think I'm missing a few of those, but wait, you need coffee to forge? No, I just heard Arin's coffee was fantastic. I think it was some. You'll have them all now, just prepare them for when we next meet. Yeah, you can't get uncut gems before now. I don't think Ellerie would let you take the ones from your end. Yeah, that's why I was saving my rare ores. Speaking of which, what's in my supply right now? Just coffee? Coffee and rare ores, okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to take out Teffi's tier. Okay. Oh, I can sell the quality liquor. Yeah, I'll put a little hard for now, I guess. Hey, you dropped. Got a torment. Ends evil. Hits defense, triple might versus magic. Sorry about this. This is a private study of my personal belongings. I appreciate not coming here. Oh, sorry, I thought I was in another part of the library. It's no issue. It's spaghetti, though. I keep forgetting the pockets there. Disciples. Can't see us from here. I think we're clear enough to let it be here. He dares to try and sweep the sect out the front door. Bah. This was the mainland. He'd be burned for heresy long ago. This town is filled to the point with god worshippers. We have no power here. Any luck that'll change. Now to what we're here for. Did you find anything on the town? Nothing we don't know already. Annihilate almost anything. Can some copy to itself. Barrel tracking on the end. Led to one of the abandoned houses in the workshop. But we had to run on the tide. We lost Andrew to Clyde. Tragedy. Clyde was a good man. Andrew couldn't get less. What's their plan? Alice knows what damage someone could do if they got their hands on the tomb. Only a fool would attempt to chase after it in these conditions. We'll do what we can against the green tide for now. The tomb must be destroyed. That's a bit interesting. Should I search for the tomb? Heck yeah. How scary can it be? They're all open. Welcome, Captain Ellerie. You heard me? Chief Oren says the occasional died by vision, and sometimes they even arrive. He wrote that it was a pity that another good crew decided to die in the workshop. But, should we be using the river? There were inconveniences. While Oren may not be confident in my skills, I am. So he got me involved. Oh well, feel free to browse my library. It's a sizable collection. Are you affiliated with the Orcal Sages? Yeah, those pretentious bastards who never let anyone touch their hoard. I'd rather burn my books and let them put their hands on them. They spout lofty goals and they are nothing but leeches. What gives them... It's a rather sensitive topic for me, I'm afraid. I shouldn't have assumed. No worries, it is a common assumption. I know you have plenty on your plate. Since your character is vessel by Warren, I had a task in my mind. With generous reward, of course. It's in our ability, which isn't very much, I think. You can tell how much I dislike those unaccomplished masses. This unfortunately includes some mutual friends like the sect and close-minded organizations. I feel like that definition is very broad. So, what would you like me to do? I'm asking if you would be willing to donate any interesting documents. Preferably those with secrets some people won't want the public to know. I'll trade you a practical term for each. Checking for these documents? Yeah! It's not like we have much of use from doing so. I'm glad you're up to the task. Alright. Okay, let's go over here to the armory. I saw him get moving, same as you see. Alright, so we got steel weapons and killer weapons. Now, here's the thing. Telon could definitely use a killer lance. Well, probably. But I'm kind of worried about my funds, so I think I'm not going to buy anything for now. These are nice, though. Also, hang on. Mints could really use one of those, couldn't he? Do I have one? I don't have one. Yeah, Mints could really use one of these. His magic score is pretty good. This might be worth it. Hoping this is not a mistake, but yeah, I'll take it. And Mints. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Hey, Mints. Here, take that. I'll give him the. I guess I'll give him the short bow again when his iron bow breaks. These averts a non-existent problem. Can't miss. For those who hate risk, can't miss. Another bandit favorite, can't miss. Crystal Axe would be a very good weapon for Yosef. Because of his skill issues. Aim anywhere, can't miss. Foe with the pointy stick. Like a sword, but not. Bandit special. Doubles down on weaknesses. Asserts the lance's dominance. Inferior counter to lances. like a spear, except shorter. Short sides or shortening targets. These are all quite nice, actually. Bender has what? Woe of Joe. Joe was the first victim. Sal surprise. Sal will not receive his grace. Dan invented what killed him. Physics staff. Weak staff. So, yeah, pretty cool. Alright, is that everything? I think that is everything. So few of us heading to the workshop, at least it'll be a smaller target. Well, there's no point in going. We're just going to get everyone killed. I've only got a few years left in these old days. Might as well make good use. Can we not spend my last days? Can we not spend my last days as one happy family? I'm begging you. Sorry, dude. It's not up to you. If there's even a slim chance of success, I will take it. I don't want everything to end like this. I want people to die for my sake. We're worrying too much. We have full confidence in our success. Can't be true. No adventuring party has breached the workshop to date. We've always been the main power. We're just dropping the door. Besides, of course those who fail to enter the workshop will exaggerate its dangers. You don't buy it. You can't fool. It's here again. Lie down. Tower. I already have everything prepared. Get the cover. So, Tower, full confidence in our success. Exaggerated dangers. She didn't believe us for a second. What do you want? I come to apologize for my departure earlier. What do you apologize for? Who could have expected this situation? After some encouragement from the crew, I have reconsidered my position. I shall continue this journey after all. I promise the same after the falling set. We can't have a captain with feet on two different ships. You didn't give me a choice. I was going to risk a mutiny from both veterans. It's not going to be intended. But that's in the past. This time the choice is entirely mine. It would be remiss to not remind you that this time there will be no chance for escape. Oriana, you know I sunk almost all my gold into the Seahawk and have very little left. I've rehired a crew who are somehow still willing to jump into the cesspit. I'm betting it all on our victory. Failure means I might as well die anyways. That's awful dramatic for simply being broke. I'm a disgraced noble bastard, but still a noble. Being broke is death. Welcome back aboard a non-existent ship. Tower, show our backup plan. If you say so. This totem was ripped from the workshop itself, bringing some firepower. Have you been carrying this thing around the whole damn time? We didn't need in any other life or death situation? Don't be ridiculous. I simply haven't figured out how it actually works. Ancient artifacts aren't so simple as waving one's hand around. And let's formulate our plan of action. Time for me to jump in. You're looking at the foremost scholar of the workshop. You do know your fair share regarding the Crescent's history, but I'm skeptical you know more than an actual veteran. I'm not sure you understand. I spent the past 11 years hunting down information about the workshop, the mythical center of technology and sorcery, where we can rediscover. What do you suggest is our approach? That's someone who appreciates my intelligence and hard work. Previous failures were all by tackling the workshop with force. However, I suggest that the following minutes were a blur of magical jargon and dubious sources as Linders tried to explain his understanding of the workshop defenses. Ellerie was absolutely not following Linders' ramblings, with him getting annoyed at any interruption and the fact that the others appeared to understand. She nodded along feigning comprehension. So what you're saying is you can link Tower's totem to the workshop such that the rest of its defenses recognize as its friendly faces? Then why didn't you say that instead of standardization of signature or whatever? It's not my problem that your education was so lacking it didn't even include Jurgen's third theater Romana conversion. Fine, I'm an ignoramus. So what are your odds of getting this to work? 100%. Failure is inconceivable for someone with my skill. I cannot take that extension seriously. More than I can gather from your rambling, it seems like a sound plan. A compliment from Tower? What a strange day. But we have to step through the hell that is the green tide by taking this route. That's a small matter of the green tide. I haven't reached for that already. Really? You did not need to say that so dramatically. A few hours ago. Warp a party of your size across the woods at a feat that no other can replicate. Given many use your portals to escape the enemy, you must be capable of this. I cannot believe you understand how much magic and materials you are asking from me. If your captain rescued his crew, I will not hand out favors for free. I understand that. The nurse has undoubtedly already told you why we've ended up here. I know not what madness has overtaken the Saltsworn. Why else would the Saltsworn attack us, ignoring the tide, if not for the workshop? Without your expertise, they will ransack the workshop and we die in the woods. Surely the wards of the workshop is worth your aid. Linders will ensure that no knowledge goes to waste. You, or rather the actions of the Saltsworn, make a compelling case. Gather your crew back here. You are truly gracious, Archdeacon Cloud. I'm not going to save here just because I'm not entirely sure Mint's got my bow. The workshop is a tourist trap. My fellow tourists fell into said trap and died rather brutal deaths. I barely escaped the workshop at the cost of a guy's life blessing. Aspiring scholars and curious historians, I'd recommend looking elsewhere. Basil's Guide to the Cerulean Crescent. Chapter 8, Rock in a Hard Place. What's the meaning of this? Unhand me! I have some concerns to address with you. What did you say to the commander that had her do all this? So she didn't even tell you? Not much of it. Ah! Spit it out or else you'll be spitting blood. Commander Callian! As if I believe... Commander. Tell me the information you gave me, Maurice. The daughter of the Seahawks quartermaster has a peculiar illness. An illness that they know the workshop must have a cure for. Which the sect must kill them for. Peculiar illness. Commander, surely you don't mean... Nothing we've tried has worked. We only have long shots like this left. This does explain why the sect mobilized seemingly in the middle of nowhere. I know the excuse I gave to the men about this expedition was feeble. Cutting off the source of the green tide at the workshop? Nonsense. Commander, you should have told me. How could I? I'm forsaking my duties to end for my own selfishness. But I can't let this opportunity pass. We saw what happened to Valen. Only the goddess knows my son will live past another summer. I swore my loyalty to you, Commander, not them. I will support you no matter what. Now, this is heartwarming and all, but I'd like to be let go. You've just settled this little miscommunication. About the information you gave us regarding the Seahawks, you told us they'd have some way into the workshop. You did not tell us about their string of bloody victories of the monstrous killers that make up their crew. I didn't think it was notable, though, famed adventuring group said... Adventuring group band. They're an adventuring group and a band. Such as yours. Since your report regarding their ability was so inadequate, one can only wonder if your other information about the commander's son is also inaccurate. My little boys live in a hard time. If you wasted part of his time with your accidental misinformation, would not be so foolish as to lie to such esteemed adventurers. I hope so. Perhaps this was another innocent miscommunication. May I be allowed to leave? Not quite. I would like to invite you to join with us on this trip. If the workshop contains no cure, I will skin you alive. I suppose I must fix a time in my schedule for this. We're awfully close to those monsters. I don't like this. According to Tower, they don't remain passive until they make any aggressive moves. Yeah, I've already heard of it. That doesn't make me feel any safer. Speaking of which, how's working on that totem with us? You're looking nervous. Stay calm. Stay calm. My mind is as sharp as a knife. Just think of it like the test of alcohol. Pass notes. Test can't kill. No, shut up. Things are okay. Wait. No, was this reproduction inverted before? It's a mistake and you'll die. That's nonsense. I have room for error. Not that I need it. I'm not going to be so sure. Indy, Leinster, legendary lad Lindros. Yes, I'm alright. I am fully confident in the ability of this totem to crack the wards. We looked out, the tower had this thing around, even it makes him a hypocrite. Are you sure you've got this? This is a huge jump in skill from the tune from earlier. Provided all my formulas are accurate, which they are, theoretically, there is zero chance of failure. I heard that theoretically, so if it does backfire, what would happen? Irrelevant. We already heard how the crew of Tower sunk. I assume the aforementioned horrible stuff will wake up and kill us for good. Lovely. Hopefully that escape plan we agreed on is never needed. It's just down these stairs and... The Seahawks? How'd they beat us going through the green tide? Only gods knows, but the commander did say if... Why do I have to be the leading the charge against these killers? I'm a mage, damn it. I should be in the back line. Change your tone after the elephant squad y'all got killed. Yes, because I don't want to die. The commander has authorized the use of one of her precious artifacts, so powering that up has my attention. Forward, I'll support you all from here. Go, everyone, forward! We're not charging. And the most important job of all, defending the commander. Kindred spirit. Put the cap on that escape plan, Captain. We need to point them out. Damn, they got here fast. Well, they do have quite a few mounts. Lindros, how long do we have before you crack that thing? It should be working. Why isn't it working? Lindros? Something from inside is actively interfering. And kill it. Do you have a location? I feel like it's somewhere to the north, but trying to brute force our way... Say no more. We'll split. One team goes to hunt down whatever's holding the ward, the other defends the totem. Then we smoothly escape down that staircase. I'd like to emphasize if the totem falls... Yes, I know. We'll get hacked to pieces and unfortunately fed to the bales. I don't fancy our chances of fighting both forces at once, but other choice is to throw ourselves off the side. I like my plan better. Gather the crew. Let's get this going. Here goes. The crew will be using... Yeah, I think so. Sure, we got everything the way we want it, but I think we do, so make sure Mince has his bow. Yes, okay. Save the game. Alright, let's check our map. Starting with the enemy formation. We got some guys here, fancy pants weapons, and 2 shoes. It's a tad larger than your average mage, but it's a good thing that magic has no correlation with physical strength. He has the morale module, and he will use it. Grants all allies a status of plus 10 damage this turn. That's pretty scary. I can see a use for it, but later on, but that's pretty scary. We do not want him to use this. Thankfully, his defense is quite low, thanks to the woe of Joe. So, we just gotta shred him with, well, ideally we'd use Riker, but the Rohesia crit will work just as well. Assuming we can get her down there. That is probably going to be her job, and we'll have to send a crew to back her up, too. Meanwhile, up on this side, we got the usual smattering of beasts, as well as a defender. Eternal Guardians of the Workshop, protecting it from possible infestations of the adventurer kind. A magic focal point. It only takes a log, crystal, and many years of work. It has a weakened staff. And this one has a shine tome. Discreet box. Nice pile of crates, looking like they've been recently stacked. We are going to want to check that out. There's also our own totem. A functional automated construct made by a skilled sorcerer. It has many possible applications, but it's fragile and temporary. It has a physics staff, so that's nice. We'll be getting some automated support from it. Lesser Keeper, a divine dragon. This is a lesser keeper. I don't look forward to the great keeper. The dragon emits both light and an annoying sense of superiority. It uses light magic and carries some rare ores. Lacerate and Cherish, well, Lacerate can't miss, and Cherish is very scary. We are going to want to watch our step around this thing, especially because Lacerate is 1 to 3 range. Only Pomelo can hit this safely unless you use weapons like the Pitchfork. Let's see, Talon has his Heavy Spear. Yeah. For those guys, Mince has his bows, Yvette has her bows, Vermilion is Vermilion. Let's see, what is his defenses? Boost Vermilion up a few times and he might be able to take out the Lesser Keeper. We need to boost him right now, though. Oh wait, that's the Feather Fury. Okay, Asco Strike is also 7. Not quite fine. This might be a thing. What range is Poison Strike working? It should work with Feather Fury. Okay. But if we're using Feather Fury, then, oh no, it just has to be a 2 range. Alright, so we were told there is a tome hiding in one of these houses. We're gonna have to check them both. Alright, so, setting up our formation. We definitely want Rohija 1, 2, 4, 5. She's not going to be able to get down on turn 1 without some help from Oriana, so Oriana will also be accompanying her. Krinia has better things to do. Take out guys. And she might... No, she's not going to be able to get shot then. Yeah, 16 attack. Plus like a quarter of 29. Yeah. So she's going to need some help, but she can't double it either. Maybe she's a bit too low on it. Let's see. We have a swordsman in this crew. Yeah, we have Oriana and Rohija. Okay, so gonna need. Alright, Mince and Marlo are gonna have to deal with this Taurus, I think. Maybe I'll send I'm thinking we're going to want Ellerie for refreshes and leave the healing with Chalice, so let's trade items. Okay, what about the rest of our formation? Things are about to get ugly, but let's see what we can do. Hello. Where did you come from? I've been around watching your progress for some time. Fantastic, just what I wanted to hear. Let's get to it. What do you want? To compose my legendary epic, I searched for years for abandoned adventurous base out. Maybe some deliberation. You lot might have what it takes. Shouldn't you latch onto an already well-known group? It would make good art. Alex. I was all very excited that these were not improved or coming odds. However, I found like a nice pre-battle speech very disappointing. It sounds all fine and dandy, but we are always fighting for our lives. We don't need some useless bargain. You should reconsider. Would you rather die listening to an inspiring battle tale or lead out alone to the gurgle and sleep forever? That's a good point. If we don't all perish here, you can come along. Wonderful. The last 7 adventuring men all died too quickly. I really hope that your Seahawks don't disappoint. I see a common factor. When Cholan's active is available, she will have a green arrow. Cholan, the Bard! A traveling bard with stalkerish tendencies and an obsession with the glorification of warfare. Wandering musicians who ain't afraid to play good tunes on the battlefield. They can use light magic! Along with music, which also counts as light magic. And yeah, Bard is a trainee class. She's level 1, but Cholan is one of the best units in the game. Also, she has completely mastered light magic, which is a little sus. War Ballad. Her passive gives adjacent allies plus 5 damage and plus 50 hit. Her active buff, the active component, her song attack gives a buff to adjacent allies and refreshes Cholan. Recharge the active by attacking twice. It doesn't have to be with song, it can be with light magic. And Breath of Life. After attacking allies in 3 tiles, heal 33% of max HP. Another passive healer. Very nice. Her songs are On Swift Wings, which grants speed. Impending Doom, which grants plus 10 damage. And Unyielding Spirit, which reduces incoming damage by 5. Quite nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Unfortunately, there isn't really a good spot to. Well, maybe we can work something out here. Yeah, 2 Shoes doesn't have a lot of defense. If I use the Iron Blade for a key shot, I can one-shot him. Then it's just a matter of surviving these other guys. You know what? I could have used Mints to... could have used Mints to sword. Adhesion down and give him sword. Alright, yeah, let's do that. Oh wait, where's Asiel? She's there. Okay. So, no Pomelo. Sorry, Pomelo. Actually, since... Yeah, let's get the contraption. Read his res. That's pretty nice. Okay. Alright, Mints, tell him over here. Vince can go down here. I know what Oregon is going to do in turn 1. Let's try to make this work. Alright, Regina. You're up. Let's see if we can clear the guys around 2 shoes, too. This guy, you don't even. Let's use Unyielding Spirit and get a buff off on the Encyclopedia. She's level 1, so she'll get stronger very quickly. Obviously, we want to keep her out of that show. Yeah, the Incendiary Bow is quite good on this. Let's see, I might send Oriana down to help out though. Stairs go down here. And these two staircases connect to each other, and this staircase connects to this one. Don't even need to go through the gate, really. By the way, these two things will probably want to go after the totem if we let them. But we got a little bit of time. When we don't have a little bit of time, well, I guess we still have a little bit of time. Wait, Yvette and Francisca? No. Here we go. Who's the... That's pretty scary. Oh, right. Crocodile's brave. I'm smart. Okay. Yvette is fine. Let's see. I feel like it would help to get you out of the way of this. There. I think Rohesia can deal with Steelman's Breacher. I could let Choan get the Breacher kill. Let's get Two Shoes out of the way. The Iron Sword won't quite do it, but the Iron Blade will. Fall back! I'm under attack! Help! Ah! Should have stayed more calm. A bit of a pity using back out of it, using the Rohesia to kill a boss, but alright. Yeah, it's Leyline time. Alright. Was this a smart idea? No. But she can take one hit. Yeah, she can take one hit. And it is important that I try to get her kills somehow. Okay, now then. We got a Dicer of Dan Mage Relic here. With how much magic attack? 11. Yeah, he can't damage Asiel at all, right? This guy can. Fortunately, Asiel is pretty fast. She'll get hurt a bit, but she should survive if I send her and Francisca down here. Let's not forget about Justice. Bonk. Okay, now for the rest of the crew. I think I'll send Francisca up to, what do you have? Javelin. Yeah, this is fine. Javelins are pretty weak, it turns out. Helps that Francisca has collision. like Talon to get out and do the targets, but then it won't be hard. Can Krinia get this kill? She can't get that kill, but I think she can get this one. Looking good, Krinia. Looking good. Ellerie will get this kill. Also, I'm sending Vermilion up here. Oh, the other Fury. Gotta be the fun one. Yeah, 51 damage. Tethia's Tear makes Ellerie amazing for 3 turns. It's quite nice. Alright. Okay, Marlowe. Let's see here. Marlowe should be able to survive. What is this guy's speed? So yeah, even with the low-ish defenses, Marlowe should be able to deal with this guy by himself. Especially because Defender's about to get a random status. Let's see what it is. Ooh, okay, freeze. Excellent. Okay. Alright, I think I will let Krinia open the door. And back off. I am going to send Chalice actually to support Asiel. We got Ellerie out here for heals on this side. Okay, Talon will smash the eye. Hopefully get a crit and avoid the 15 lightning damage. Not a crit. Okay, ouch. Okay, who here might come after him? Nobody else can reach besides the Tarlos. Okay. Yeah, Astral Strike will hit. Or will kill, rather. Back Vermilion off of the... You can reach anybody. Okay, here comes some guys. Ow. Yeah, I probably should have expected that to happen. Ooh, speed. Most likely to happen in the future. Oh! Okay, I didn't think you were going to have to do that. I forgot about that staircase there. That was some more tacular. Alright, need the crocodile so Yvette can get up here to defend the totem. Ooh, that just barely works. Very nice. Zanbato! Yeah! Alright, not much sense using the crocodile on this guy. Let's just shoot him the normal way. There's a finite number of monsters, but the Salt Sword, I think, are going to keep getting reinforcements. Gotta keep an eye. Actually, we have Rhodesia. And we have Cholan. Oh, was that because somebody was on top of the stairs at the start of the turn? That's okay. I'm not sure why this happened. Yeah, I'm really not sure what's happening right now. What the heck, Cholan? Can Rhodesia get him? No. No, I am not sure at all what's happening. Okay, well, that's gonna make getting this crew out of here a bit annoying. But yeah, let's work Rhodesia up. Should have moved this guy, I guess. Oh, okay. We don't want Justice to get kills. Oh, right. Dicer of Dan is 2-ring exclusive, so this will be good. Or I could put Chalice here. Yeah, that works. Malediction is a fruit tile, right? Which means, yeah, SEL can go through. SEL is getting guaranteed doubles from being close to Justice, by the way. Just keep that in mind. I might have done a dumb, but here. Alright, let's head in to inspect the house. Should I look for the toe? It's gonna be dangerous. It's an illusion with a Thorin toe. 20 magic attack. Not a lot of HP at least. How much res? No. Okay. This might be bad, actually. Alright, well, if I lose Oriana, that'll just be a reset, I guess. So... not really fun betting on a coin flip, but I kind of screwed up. Okay, she dodged. Good. That was bad playing. But, there we go. Alright, you... oh, you can actually reach. That's not something I want. Wait, what do you have? Oh, you have a rapier. Okay. Krinia doesn't have a javelin to be able to reach that guy. Okay, how am I going to do this? Ellerie could get a kill with the Fungon. I probably want to get rid of this Tardos with Vermilion. Man, you just... Vermilion just barely doesn't have enough magic to kill these guys with Feather Fury. That's annoying. Alright, fine. Astral it is. Alright, back off a little bit. Talon heal himself. Berserk is a little scary. Especially with him being so close to Marla, so he has to die this turn. Unfortunately, the person we have to do that with is... well, no, Francisca can smite, that's right. Okay, Francisca, you're going to shove, give Krinia a good shove, and park your butt up here so Ellerie can refresh you on kill. Yeah, this works. Okay, Ellerie gets a Fungon kill. He's at 11. Okay. Alright, first objective I think is going to be take these guys out. This one still has 29 HP. But, yeah. 16 attack. Okay, well you can double either one of these guys. Who has more here? Alright. Yeah, this will work. This guy just has a steel bow. Okay. Not gonna use. I haven't already used fair fight yet, I think. So let's fair fight. No, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, no, that's... Alright, Francisca, you get the kill. Even though you're, not fast enough to cover this guy. At least he didn't take damage because of collision. Alright, yeah, this way I keep Vermilion defended. These guys don't... Okay. So if Telon moves like this... and fair fights the Spooter... Ah, that's a Shine Tome with 20 attack. Well, hopefully Telon survives this. Because my next plan of action is going to be to heavy spear this spider. 12. No, that's a... Shoot, that's a kill. Okay, if that's the case... I'm going to park him over here and have him counterattack with the heavy spear. After setting off into power, of course. So here's what's... Oh, that's piercing bite too. Yeah, heavy spear crit for 2 damage. Go Talon. Okay, but the other one is much weaker. And you're gonna get one shot under, not a crit. Okay. Nice going, Talon. Strength! Yeah! And yeah, this guy is going to die to Iron Axe, which means next turn I can finally check out that box. Or rather, that pile of boxes. Going after Rohija, who is going to double. To annoys me a little bit, but she's got... we got plenty of iron swords. Somehow. Ow. Okay, here comes somebody. Goddess worshippers, what are you doing here? It is our business that these scoundrels do not defile the grounds of our ancestors. We shall silence these heathens. Simply stay out of our way. Sure, if you need any help we can get, then complain for me. Okay, the faithful have showed up. Guava, a warrior priestess that appears to exchange the power of faith for faith in the blade. She has a document. A very boring manuscript approved by a sect about the sins of all non-Ellis magic, worth 1,000 gold. Okay. Yeah. I really didn't want Rohija to get like all the kills, but she is very nice as a delete button. You cannot deny it. Alright, do I really want Cho'on getting in a brawl with this Lightwalker? Magic attack with 12 speed. And 14 physical attack with 14 speed. Alright. Well, Asiel should be fine if I put her down there. I'll just send Rohija over to whack the Pegasus, I guess. Okay, so her physical and magic damage are going to be about the same, I think. But, alright. Yeah, let's send the vet down to B reinforcements. Krenia has a wing piercer, so this is all well and good. Ouch. Okay, what's status? Freeze. Cool. Okay. Oh, Marlowe's res is not very high, actually. He will survive. Wait, he's not going to survive if I keep him around there. Oops. Okay, this looks like a job for Mints. Yeah. Let's do speed 13. Okay. So I definitely need to pot Battle Art. Shoot the javelin guy, and then nope the heck away from the Lightwalker. There. Okay, actually, yeah, let's have Francisco open the box. Hey, is there loot in here? Oh, for the love of... Do you know how hard it was to fit both me and my horse down here? Sorry? You better be damn sorry. Help me out before we get torn to shreds. I'm practically defenseless. New unit. Murky, the Trovirants. Mounted healers who are on the mount and heal. Stabs only. Murky, a traveling healer who has some incredibly developed knowledge regarding anatomy. Her unique weapon is the Dissect Staff. Target defense, auto repair, can't double, self-buff magic, buffs magic, and boosts EXP. Oh yeah, I never went over Cholan's stats, did I? Murky has okay magic, pretty good speed and luck, and she has a skill. Execute. When foe is not at full HP, this unit is guaranteed criticals. Quite scary if you give her a Skull Smash staff or something. We will not be using Murky for very long, but she's appreciated while she's here. For now, we are going to have her open the thing, park her here. Oh, I can Feather Fury. Okay. Do I want to, though? I think what I want is to boot this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Come on, strength! No strength. Or magic. Thanks, Cerulean. Real pal. Okay, that actually will kill Talon. Okay. Let's see, this is... Alright. Ellerie leveled up. Strength. Very cool. Okay. Sure, we can have Vermilion do some weakening on this. Get himself buffed in the process. Now Talon should be able to get a kill, but first I'm going to have Murky heal him. What? You have light. Alright, what is your sword? Ooh, it's a light brand. Okay, so you have... that's 16 magic attack. Talon's fast enough that I should be able to get away with that. No. I specifically require, let's see, fair fight will do 13, and then 10, maybe 2 is a 14, assuming you have a crit. Quite rude. Alright, answer Cholon, I guess. Cholon, 9 speed, 12. Okay. So she can take one hit if Guava decides to go after her. Oh wait, these guys don't attack. So the only actual threat is this guy. Yeah, the dragon doesn't move. Okay, 15. Actually, I think Talon could get this kill. Here, check this out. And he got a crit anyway, so none of that matters. Hooray! Oh, going after Rookie, are we? That's fine. Oh, is that a berserk? No, it's a weakened staff, right? Do not taint these hallowed grounds with your filthy intent. Ouch. Alright, well now Rohesia needs to back the heck off. Okay, and the totem does some healing. That's fine, she did her job. Could use Cherish. Oh, that, well, it's probably fine. And then I can let Cholon get a boss kill. Yeah, this might be worth it. You cast light magic. Why do you consort with the enemies of the goddess? That should be my question. I represent the goddess's will. If you oppose me, then you oppose the goddess herself. I will not entertain the words of a deluded fool. Ouchies. Alright. Get her, Cholon. 71. This is probably fine. We have... My death is nothing. Divine punishment will find you. Man, not even a level, Cholon. At least we got documents. And we got her buff. Okay, so yeah, you can see Cholon has 50 in everything except strength, which she doesn't need. Quite nice. Although even her HP is 50, but like that might be the lowest out of everybody other than Vermilion. What is Vermilion's HP growth? 20. Okay, so... what? News. Okay, version 2.1. Cool. Okay, yeah, Minx is going to get doubled and just completely slammed. So, it's Marlowe time again. Let's Fireball. And then Minx can get a kill. Curved Lance. Okay. So that's fine, because like only Orion has a sword. Yeah, this will heal Marlowe. And then Minx can get the kill. On the Pegasus. Okay. Cool. That looks to me. Yeah. Okay. Just have that one. Wait in this parking guy right over here. Alright, Chalice reached B rank in status. Cool. Alright, so that's this more or less settled. I probably want to keep Justice pretty close to Asio. Alright. Francisca, you are going to get looting. Ooh, nice. Although I just bought it, so it's fair. Here, dissect this thing, even though you've been looting. Sure, Feather Fury the skeleton. No damage. Okay. Get over here, so Ellerie refresh. That works. Okay, I probably want Murky to dissect again. Yeah, that'll put it within Vermilion kill range. Although, Murky might be about to get very ouch. Okay, sweet. We can stat for me. Okay. Vermilion gets the heck away. That guy doesn't move. Okay, so one of these skeletons can attack Murky. the other can't. Alright. Oh, wait. Okay. What if I fair fight you? You're still gonna hit me with, yeah, 7 unavoidable damage. Okay, let's enter power here and see what happens. Going after Murky, who is not going to get the kill unless she doubles. Okay. That means the other two will go after Telon, who has a pretty big advantage from Weapon Tribal. Plus enter power. Or, you know, we get this miss of pair of 50% crits. That's fine. Ooh, brutal talons. Okay, good dodge. Come on, crit, please. Yeah! Cool beans. Okay. Okay, now it's time to, get this tone going again. It's gonna be dangerous. It's gone deeper inside. We'll have to catch it later. Oh! We have a warrior. Okay, yeah. Alright, this works. Yvette can get the tome kill and the others can focus on the other stuff. Alright, what is your tone? It's just like it. Alright, we gotta have this back off. That's the attack range. Alright, let's see here. Who's got higher attack? This guy by crit. Okay, so you are going to be the first one. Pending Doom. I do have Chowan's buff ready, right? Yes. Alright, magic level up. Very cool. Not Cherish. I want Lightning. Because it does that. Excellent. Cassiel gets some magic. Alright, Log, Justice provides some support. Rolls on the way, and Cholan will get the kill. With Shine. Oh yeah, I could have streamed the Mario game today. I completely forgot what day it is. Oops. Maybe after this chapter, I'll do some troll levels. Okay. Well, first of all, Murky is in a state of much ouch. So, yeah, Murky is going to be the one to get back and do some stuff. Francisca can't reach. Well, yes, she can attack with her personal weapon. That's right. Here we go. And she leveled up and got speed. Very nice. Attack, fair fight. This is a little scary that I can have Talon interpower himself and then get a refresh off of Ellerie, so it's fine. Plus, you know, weakening the boss is a good thing. Let's have Vermilion do this and then no, Feather Fury, yeah. Do this and then Kanto into melee range. Or, no, not into you could Kanto into 3 range, and that would be fine too. Ellerie takes out Skeleguy. Oh wait, I screwed up. Okay, have I dealt with these guys? I haven't dealt with these guys, so I gotta redo that. Dang it. Alright. Wait, that's not what's supposed to happen. Video games. There. Okay, Rhodesia can back the heck off. Impending Doom. Yeah, magic level. Cassiel gets a lightning kill. Sweet. More magic. Wall goes Burr. And Cholan gets the kill. Okay, now. That gets Crocodile's Tomb. And she crocodiles the mage. And then, what tome do you have? You have Low Joe. Now it's speed 6. So I should be totally safe to have you bet. First of all, it equipped an iron bow. And second, stares it up. Meanwhile, Mince gets the heck out of here. Yeah, Mince will swarp with Marlowe. Who can go into help Yvette with low joke duties. Krinia, I guess we'll just hang out here. Seems like a good case for bringing Chalice over here. Alright. Now let's see what these guys are doing. I guess I can have Murky heal Ellerie because reasons. Yeah, they're XP interested, might as well, right? Okay, Francisca. Get speed, please. No speed. Dang it. Okay. Oh, it turns out I don't even really need to weaken this guy. It's quite nice to do anyway. Fair fight you just to use it on and get a little bit of extra XP. You switch to the Iron Lance and in power. Ellerie kills Skeleton. And Vermilion slays the Dirge. And gets magic! Heck yeah! I'll take it. We also got a rare horse. It's quite nice. Oi. Tell him. You suck. Come on, give me a crit. Well, at least it's, at least he doesn't move, so Vermilion isn't in danger. Oh, right, we need to seize the throne, but Ellerie can do that next turn or something. Krinia is going to get a move on. She's done enough. Okay, I think we're good to wait. Turn. Okay, going after Talon, sure. Oh, there's the crit. Thanks, Talon. Okay, going at... Oh, I didn't think you'd be going into melee range. Oops. Alright, Yvette might be in trouble. They can also do this, so it's fine. with you is... Well, we have Oriana, so maybe it's fine. We got a Woe of Joe. Very cool. Oh, Oriana can't reach. Can't reach you that, so... tell you what. What do these guys have? No magic weapons, no magic weapons. So, Mitz. Make sure you've got your... Yeah, send your bow ready. Sork with advantage. Marlowe can hit and run this guy. Oh, you're in a lead. Shoot, what's your attack speed? 12, okay. So, this should be fine. Alright, I really should be calling everyone. Because I am about to seize. Francisca, you did. Click. Can't believe the totem worked perfectly. Not that I expected otherwise, of course. Let's get a move on. Into the workshop. Oh wait, I can reach Chalice now. Okay. I don't think Oriana is too much danger. 25. Okay, so 21 and then 12. That'll leave her at 1 HP if both of them target her. Maybe that's fine. Okay, Rohesia is very much getting out here. 1 million. Yeah, same. Ellerie, of course, is getting over here. Okay, yeah, going after Oriana. But Oriana doesn't get the kill. So, okay, the other one will have to go after Vince and get blasted. Or, oh, he's petrified. Okay, that's fine. In that case, here, Vince, use your iron to finish the job. And let's all run. Marlowe's helping! Everybody go, go, go. Alright, Talon's escaped. Mints, I will hang on to just in case somebody needs a sword. Jolon getting the heck out. Oriana also needs to hang back for a little bit. Who else? Francisco. Okay. Just making sure the throne didn't have anything else. Music from Castlevania, by the way. Now, I hate to worry everyone, but I can see their main forces from here. Move, move, move! Was Yvette the one who could talk with, Yes. Okay, Nix, what is your magic score? 12. Have a hot battle art, sword. Sure, I'll hold on to the hot battle art. Okay, Asiel goes. Justice goes, even though it doesn't matter if Justice dies. Ellerie goes. I want to see this conversation. Hold on, you're that archer that shot out my eye. Are you the Wyvern Rider that led the flanking maneuver by the Carrion Crows? Yes, it took me months to recover from that wound. The band kicked me out because I was no longer useful. It was such a good shot. I threaded that arrow through all that undergrowth. Barely a second to aim it at such long distance. I got promoted because of that. That's all you're going to say to me? It was a good shot? Well, it was. I don't know what else to say. Certainly not an apology. That's just cruel. I spent months trying to track you down and we're on the same side. Sorry I inconvenienced your rightful fury. It makes you feel any better? I wouldn't be mad if it was my own eye. That did not make me feel better. Do me a favor and switch sides at some point. You don't need to wait for me. You can defect any time. Very tempting, but the pay here is too good. Okay. Ooh, Swordmaster. Okay, in that case... Milo should be safe there. Okay, yeah. Mince... Okay, looking good. I think we have made it through. Captain Two Shoes. Where is he? Commander, Captain Two Shoes is long dead. The artifact has been seized. You've lost the artifact as well? How did that even happen? Commander, there's no time for this. Of course. Charge, Salt Sword! Run! Everybody in! Go, 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 go! That's everyone, we're in! Even century-old boards are nothing against my skill. I told you everything would go as planned. Admittedly, that was impressive. I'm vindicated. Your antiquated books are worthless, Lindros. It's never going to have any practical use, Lindros. Now who's laughing? It's not about making the biggest fireball, it's... You've set him off. You can blow about this all day. He certainly has before. Pomp, I totally deserve this. do, my man, but preferably when we're in the clear. Me through, but can this also enforce their way as well? Do they have a genius mage like me? Besides, every security ward is tripped. Captain, I saw someone very familiar in the crowd. I could sense his stench from miles away. Of course Maurice would be involved. Maurice? That's not familiar. We are racking up a list of enemies. We'll need to start keeping notes to keep track of all of them. This one's an old friend from the mainland. In retrospect, perhaps our string of bad luck now has a reason for explanation. Must be a good friend if we come all the way here for your head. As if we didn't need more enemies. I'm starting to think you're more trouble than worth, Captain. You haven't left yet, so I'll take that as your vote of confidence. I assumed with how crucial he was to the False King Ascension, we'd have a cushy position. Why bother coming all the way here when you could be consuming fine wine and luxury cheese in the capital? You don't know the extent of that rivalry. We've been locked in a bloody feud both in and out of the royal court for years. He knows I will stop at nothing and kill him, and I expect the same of him. I thought you lot were just a bunch of pen pushers. When is it that could have begun such hostility? In my service to the royal court, I planted some evidence to ensure he get passed for a promotion, which I sought. I let my crowds know that this was a fairly normal way for a promotion. Oh, sheesh. I'm surprised that's it. I thought you'd had to have murdered his whole family if how much he detested you. Of course not, that was just the beginning. We traded blows for years with each one more costly than the last. Where our rivalry began no longer matters. That does explain why the mainland has been decaying the past few decades if the administrators are more focused on plotting than actually running the place. I believe that's due to the encroaching influence of the houses rather than us, but I'm not about to argue about politics in the middle of some death trap. Well, let's get back to what matters. Is he someone we should be concerned about? He's a resourceful crook. He's bound to make some allies with his position and wealth. Position and wealth he got from trampling on me. I don't want to be into crossfire with political strife I have nothing to do with. No need to worry your great about it. He doesn't have the support of his pathetic little king out here. He'll be on his own. He'll give me the best chance to crush him. How is it possible for him to arrive first, even after their vessel was lost, and having to brave the green tide? No ordinary adventurers beings had ever turned. I've never taken so many casualties under my command before. And yet all the sacrifices for nothing, for the pursuit of a selfish goal, while the people who I swore to protect remain in danger. Truly a failure. You cannot let defeat break your spirit. It's in human nature to value the life of their own child and all else. For anyone else, perhaps, they may sworn an oath of duty to end. Regardless of whether we succeed, I am appointing you as the new commander of this also. I am no longer fit to lead. Commander, do you hear that rumbling thing in the birches? All units, formation! That's a lot of dragons. So, getting your story straight, your adventuring men are all killed in the assault on the workshop? Yes, there were no survivors. It could have been us as well. You seem pretty good with the staff. You're welcome to join my crew. It'd be easy getting over the loss of my woman, and I can't turn back though. Not quite. There's one still alive. You were in the same game. Yep, you got along well. I can vouch for your skills. Glad to hear it. I'll leave you two to it. Don't split off from the group. You're looking a bit pale. I'm happy to see me. How? It's not possible. You can't be alive. Well, of course, you should know that more than anyone else. But I recovered. Oh, I like that look. You want to finish the job. Are you sure you can? Why didn't you say anything to the Seahawk captain? Because it would be more interesting this way. What excitement could you bring to the table? Please don't disappoint me. I don't know what you are, but if you think you can threaten me, sit me down. I won't rat you out. Let's get along, okay? Cholon, sus! Here be monsters. Alright. So, yeah, I want to, well, I don't know if I'm going to have time for troll levels. Everything on this floor should be dead, or for some, dead again. It's hard work just cleaning out the 1.5 on each floor. I can scarcely imagine how it would be if Windows had to disable the wards. I can. We'd all be dead. Keep up the good work, Mr. Humble. Can you look on finding whatever you need for trivia? It'd be less of a headache if we had an exact answer. In our travels, Tower and I found a good deal of scrambled texts and speculation, but nothing concrete. We have a long list of possibilities that we must narrow down. It would make it easier if there was a box to be able to cure. We did not come all this way for nothing. Have the crew take a well-deserved rest. Tower and I will explore some more. Okay, then. I don't imagine much can stand out for you two. We have no time to waste. Let's go, Town. Don't do anything stupid, Town. Thanks for letting me explain it. Tinkering with this device here would have been a pain with that fossil looking over my shoulder. And if this doesn't fall under something stupid, what is it? From this inscription, it should be a vat in which these friendly creatures spawn from. It's not active, is it? I would have liked to have been informed of this beforehand. Of course not. These inscriptions contain detailed methods of controlling them. You can finally prove these things are merely biological goals, putting to rest a ridiculous notion that they are definable. And if you grasp on the language is perfect, last thing we need is for it to put out angry skeletons. If it's the only thing I studied in no-call, I would be just fine. If you're so sure, Lance is ready just in case. Alright, Lindros, this is it. Don't mess up now, you're too smart for that. We are not going to be using this monster this playthrough, but well, let's roll the dice for it. What the heck, right? Not going with the white though. That's just silly in casual mode. Okay, Tarvos. Canto Plus with Strength Focus. Choice of where? Build Empire, that's one of my priorities. I do like the propeller hat, but again, we're not really using this guy, so... looks like... yeah, looks like it's the fancy helmet. Okay, now this is more like it. Specialization. Scout! Okay. This is absurd, by the way. It's used in the low turn count run, I think. Curses, my notes went down with a ship. Think, what did this mean again? I mean, speed is the king of all stats, but as long as we're being random with it, deity. Phew, kind of genius. Why are these buttons flashing? Why is it... oh, damn, no. Denial! That was embarrassing, but harmless. Now for the most important choice of all. John! How many letters? Whoops. Okay, so we get 8. Let's see. Well, you know what? This is a centaur. We're going to go with... Calvuk. There, now Welsh things are in this game. Why? What is the connection? Old roleplay character. NPC, actually. Be careful. Is it working properly? Done in one try. Couldn't be anyone but me. Keep it away from me. It's giving me the creeps. Keep it away from Tower as well. No for fear. I'm a professional. Everything is under control. It really seems to follow your directions without verbal cues. Well, it's a tad complicated. I rely on the... Don't bother explaining to me. As long as it doesn't stab you, I'm happy. Kalagulk has joined the party! Lindros, congrats on a new pet and all. Does everyone hear that? Must be some stragglers. I'm very confident and I'm sure nothing serious wakes up. Tower and Oriana got then. That's a very loud roar for just some stragglers. Sorry, Lind, I'm with Mince on this one. It's getting louder. There's no way. Everyone, get into position! Something is coming! Play the live music. Lindy, run! Have your knees turned to stone? Flee before it snaps out of it! How long will that thing be stunned for? Not long at all. Ridiculous that a totem exploded after one concentrated blast. The last one of these required half the sect on the Crescent to take it down. We are not beating it in a fair fight. Too close. Tower, you're a lifesaver. The floor was clear, wasn't it? Looks like your ward breaking wasn't as good as you thought, since we must have tripped something and woke this up. There's no need for that, Tower. We were bound to run into something dangerous eventually. I'm aware. I suggest coming up with a plan of action and fast. This door won't hold and there is no more totem to burn. Lindros, got anything else from that information bank of yours? I'm not a miracle worker. Our only choice is to go deeper. Pray to Workshop has something else. What, we're going to go down and just hope for the best? If you have a better idea, I'd like to hear it. Better enemies we can kill than an enemy we can't. That room below us looks more guarded than the rest. If there's something, it's there. I see it. It looks to be blocked by some barriers. Those aren't natural barriers. They require spellcasters to maintain, likely in this room. Got it. So we kill the spellcasters holding the barriers, open the room, and hopefully profit. We're betting on a magical solution saving the day. Even if it doesn't, we're putting more distance between ourselves and Big Teeth. I suppose desperate situations call for some awful plans. Next time on Cerulean Crescent, Chapter 9, Here Be Monsters. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. Good night.